Hey guys, Alex here in my city of Toronto, Ontario. I'm in the northwest end of the city here at the intersection of Keele Street and Finch Avenue West. In the North York borough, there is Finch West subway station, which opened 4.5 years ago on the Vaughan extension of Line 1. And I got off the 941 Keele Express not too long ago. And they were doing LRT construction on Finch Avenue all the way onward down to Humber College. Of course, that line will be in service by next year. This intersection has been a construction zone for a few years, and I think they started construction like over 2.5 years ago. You can see what's supposed to be the station box for Line 6. And it's another gorgeous sunny day here in the city. And I'm going to do a little walking video down Finch Avenue West to Dufferin Street. There's a lot of commercial and industrial activity along this stretch of Finch. And this area may bring me back a few memories because I used to come here to go to school. When I was coming from York, I would take the 941 or the subway here, and then I would take the 939 Finch Express to Baffert Street. But these days are already gone because I graduated like almost 3 weeks ago. I think that Caribbean heat is still here, right in this commercial center. Also, my aunts used to work in this office building here. I think it was like 10 years ago. She had an office in there. But this area has definitely changed for the past few years. And gonna see what's up here. So we're in the neighborhood called York University Heights, mainly because York University's Keele campus, which is of course the main campus, is just to the north of here, just up Keele Street. Here's Tangiers Road. So the construction zone kind of ends around here. Of course, the Finch West line, which will serve the northwest end of the city in like racialized and equity community. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't really think of anything, but the areas in northwest Toronto, they're what the TTC calls neighborhood improvement areas, and that area is in like desperate need of rapid transit. So Metrolinx, which is of course building the Eglinton line, is building this line. I remember when they were building this. By the way, we're actually according to that sign, we're in the business improvement area of Duke Heights. So that's going to be the entire stretch of this video. Because where I started was right at the border of Duke Heights and York University Heights. But anyway, I've been taking the bus to, when I went to school at Baffert and Finch, I took the 939 from here. And all these past 4.5 years, I witnessed a lot of things. I remember when they were constructing this building, as I just mentioned, and passing a few others as well. And there's Lastman's Bat Boy, of course. It was owned by former mayor of North York, and then the first mayor of the City of Toronto amalgamation, well, mega city, Lastman. And I don't know any other locations of Lastman's Bad Boy. I don't really see them too often. And this here is it's a little plant. So I'm not too sure what it is. But around here, there's a lot of industrial shops. More of the automotive dealerships are just down Keele Street and on one of these industrial side streets. But mainly, you got like commercial offices. Very common in parts like this, especially in the north end of the city. Anyway, it's another hot day today, but at least there's no humidity. It's about 23 Celsius. And as you can tell, I'm alright. But I had a little bit of a, what you would call a mental breakdown this morning, and that's for reasons I won't disclose here. I'm an advocate for mental health. You know how stressful it is when you're dealing with anxiety and all that stuff. I have to talk about this shit almost every video. Because, you know, as I'm going into university in September, this is what I gotta deal with. But I really enjoy, as I mentioned before, I really enjoy going out, exploring my city of Toronto, and I'll definitely keep this up until I start classes at the University of Toronto. Also, just to the north of here is the York University busway, which is only served by the 939 routes. When it opened in 2009, a few TDC, YRT, and GO Transit bus routes, they were serving this busway to provide direct connections from parts of North York to York University. And then when the Line 1 extension opened, it changed everything. So now the 939 Finch Express uses that busway. And it meets the Barrie line at a railway crossing. I've seen a lot of trains from there before. And also, there's a bike path that's part of the Finch Hydro Corridor Trail. And there's the bridge coming up. Again, there's a lot of trucks around here. As I just mentioned, it's an industrial area. I've been in this office building before a couple of times. I used to know someone that worked there too. It says restaurant for lease, didn't even notice that. And there's the 36 Finch West. Although it's actually split into two halves. The A branch runs between here and Finch Station over at Yonge Street. The 36B is the second half, which goes all the way to Humberwood and Etobicoke. However, it doesn't really make sense to have two of these branches splitted on the same route. Why? Because, I mean, what's the point? Let buses travel through the entire route. Well, actually, they do that, but it's on like occasions, like early mornings, late evenings, stuff like that, on weekdays and weekends. It doesn't really make sense. They've been doing this ever since they opened the station up. This is an Esso plant, apparently. I see a small little logo that's faded away. It's a fuel truck. You know how dangerous that is when you're transporting that, because obviously it's flammable. There's the Barrie line. Versus, there's a station not too far from here at Downsview Park, and there also used to be a station north of here at, even though it's like, I would say 10 minutes away from York University, that station was called York University, but it closed down last year because of the declining passenger usage. It was like the least used GO station in the commuter rail network. And it was right next to a lot of industrial, to another industrial area. Oh man, I am feeling the heat. So I'm gonna keep this filming all the way to Dufferin Street, then I'll film another walking video. Or I head south. I forgot to mention the date again. Today is the 14th of July, 2022, and it's 2:50 p.m. just before rush hour. There's a lot more activity this way, including hope you guys can see, but that over there is a multi-level office building, very typical in areas like this. Of course, we passed one. Wasn't really a good mood to talk today, but doing this like manages my stress. And the good thing is, I don't have to post this until like the next week or the week after because of the As I've been repeating in many of my previous videos, I have a lot of content that's still in the bank and waiting to be published, dating back to mainly a week down to like 2 weeks. And that's what it's like when you're a YouTuber. Even though I'm not doing this full time yet, I will be doing that for a living whenever I can get it monetized. There's a few privately owned auto shops. There used to be an automotive shop here as well, right where that mountain of sand is. And here's another plant. Is it the Suncor plant? Let's see if it is. Here's Chestwood Drive. One of a few industrial side streets here. Nova Bus LFS 8901. Remember when the 3100s that entered service, they were servicing the arrow routes, and then they got transferred to, I think, what is it, Birchmount? And then McNichol. This is the Suncor plant, I was right. Who knows when I'll be back here? Not for a while, because I'm done school, no need to come here. Was it ever hot? I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna buy a water bottle from Shoppers. Actually, no, I did that. I've been doing that recently. I don't know why I was saying that. Because I keep forgetting to, I keep forgetting to put my water bottles in the fridge, and then it becomes ice cold. There's a Starbucks. My cousin Andrew used to work at the Starbucks at Union Station. I think it was the York Concourse one. And I think I heard that one just closed recently. So when I told Andrew about it, he was like, good riddance. And I was like laughing. I remember when he was working there in like 2017, 18, he told me he didn't like the manager there. So that was kind of, I would say that's kind of funny. It's good to see people coming back to the office, especially these smaller ones. But taking time to recover is probably like the hardest thing. It's gonna take a while. Because, we're still in the freaking pandemic. Some people still don't feel comfortable going into the office. Although in the past it's been getting a lot busier, but it's still pretty vacant at times. Duke Heights has free Wi-Fi, now at Keele with Finch. Never knew a neighborhood would have free Wi-Fi. Let me check here. Apparently not. There's an A&W here. Now, let me show y'all something. So right here at this office building, right where that Fairstone Financial is, this used to be a Golden Griddle. And this was the location I went to the most. Golden Griddle was a breakfast chain. Actually, it was a buffet chain too. And they had a restaurant right here. And I think they closed in around 2015. Of course, restaurants and all these other small shops closed because, the rent, or they're unable to pay it to their landlords and stuff like that. Yep, used to be right here. I went there a lot of times with my dad, like 10 years ago, more when I was growing up. I'm gonna cross over to the other side at Champagne Drive. But also on the left is Alness Street. Another street I could do a walking video on because it's also heavily industrialized. I'll say that for another day though. Still haven't got a good thumbnail yet for this video. And where am I going after this? I don't know. I know it's already rush hour. Well, I'm used to the crowds and stuff. Or it shouldn't be a problem because since I'm going south, it's the opposite direction of rush hour. When people will be coming north on the crowded buses and then the subway too. Of course, you can either go to Finch West to the west or Shepherd West to the south. Or even Finch Station to the east. So at least you got a few options for rapid transit. Your shawarma. Sometime in the near future, or I don't think they are going to do this, but I think that TTC even proposed of extended Line 6 all the way to Yonge and Finch. But I doubt that will happen. Well, apparently it's not really my turn to cross, but I'll go for it anyway. So now I'm on the south side here of Finch. Let me try one here for a thumbnail. Not really the best one, but that's all right. Look at that, there's the logo, DUKE. There's the 939 bus. So basically it turns off from the busway and heads down here, and then it turns onto Finch. And we're almost at Dufferin Street. This is a City of Toronto building. Don't even remember what they do here. And here is Dufferin Street, the next streetlights. And that's where I'll start my next video. This building, I'm pretty sure it had a Good Life Fitness sign on it. Hey, there's a Mandarin here too. Actually, I'm pretty sure I knew that, but forgot this even existed. There's Mr. Greek. Or is it on the other building right there? Some typical office buildings are just made out of glass here, like these two. Can't remember if this still has the Good Life Fitness sign or not. I'll check on once we go to this side. And I don't... Oh yeah, it's still there. I thought I took it down for a second, but... I'm about to wrap it up anyway, so... Take a quick breather. And then I'll start a new one. Hey, a phone booth. Does it still work? Yeah, it still works apparently. Phone booths have been a disappearing thing in these years. They used to be all over the damn place. And we made it to the one and only Dufferin Street. Alright, gonna take a breather here and then I'll start a new video. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's not the 199. That used to, the 939 used to be the 199 Finch rocket, but it was 4 years ago that the TDC rebranded all the express routes. But they still didn't change it here. Anyway, different story. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. All the best. Stay cool. Bye-bye.